We're going to start bringing our hands to heart center and just taking a couple of deep breaths in the nose, out the nose. And just starting to connect with your Ujjayi breathing here. Big inhale in the nose, out the nose. Start to really feel grounded here, the bottom of your feet. Find that center of energy line in your body. Notice if you can grow your spine long, stand up nice and tall. And just coming into the breath. This is your Ujjayi breathing. In the nose, out the nose, rolling the breath over the throat. Your breath should sound like an ocean wave. Notice David's breath. Nice and loud. You should hear your breath in your own ears. This breath is your lifeline for your practice. One more. We're going to inhale to prepare for the chant. We'll all chant together this morning. Inhale. Prepare for the Om. Om. Vande Gurnam Charanavinde Samsa Shita Svatma Sukhavabode Nishreyase Jangalikayamane Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shantye Abahu Purushakaram Sankachakrasi Dharanam Sahasra Shirasam Svetam Pranamami Patanjali. Come standing, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin. Inhale, look forward, flat spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, 5 breaths. 1, 2, spread your fingers really wide, heels to the floor, hips up, melt your heart towards your upper thighs. 3, gaze to your navel. 4, Ujjayi breath here. 5. Inhale, bend your knees. Travel to the front of your mat, hop, step, or float, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, all the way back to standing. Palms together. Exhale, Samasthiti. Number 2, inhale. Exhale. Hands to the floor, bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, look forward, flat spine. Exhale, step or hop, lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1. Use this opportunity here in your down dog to start to open up your body and connect with your breath. 2. Remember the ocean wave sound of the Ujjayi breathing. 3. Nice slow breath. 4. 5. Inhale, bend your knees. Step, hop, or float to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. Look up, press your palms together. Exhale, Samasthiti. Number 3, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. 5 breaths. 1, 2, Try to make a nice V shape with the body here. Try to take the rounding out of your spine by melting your heart towards your upper thighs. Connecting with the breath. 4. Spread your fingers wide. 5. Inhale, bend your knees. Travel to the front of the mat. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. Engage your core on the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Number 4, inhale. Exhale. Inhale it forward, flat back. Exhale, take it back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, bend your knees, travel to the front of the mat, flat spine. Exhale, fold, tuck your chin. Inhale, root to rise, all the way to standing, palms together, look up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Last one here. Ekam, inhale. Exhale. Training, inhale. Chatwari, jump back. Pancha, inhale. Set, exhale. 5 breaths. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Bend your knees, travel forward. Lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. Exhale, Samasthiti. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, Utkatasana. Press your palms, look up. Exhale, fold, tuck your chin. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Now inhale, step forward, right foot, Virabhadrasana A, warrior 1. Exhale, bring your hands down, step back and lower. Inhale, exhale. Left foot forward on the inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, plant the hands, step back and lower. Inhale, exhale. 5 breaths here. 1. Now use the downward dog as your resting pose here. Your body is starting to warm up from inside out. 2. Connect with your Ujjayi. Remember your Ujjayi breath is your lifeline for your practice. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, bend your knees, step, hop or float to the front of the mat, flat back. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. We end right where we start, all the way to standing on the exhale, Samasthiti. Starting to warm up now, right? Number 2, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, baby cobra is an option here. Exhale, tabletop is an option. Right foot forward, Virabhadrasana A. Square your left hip forward, press your palms. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot forward, warrior 1 on the left side, palms together, right hip forward. Exhale, bring it right back down. Inhale. Exhale. 5 breaths here. The body is starting to warm up now, so notice if you can get your hips a little higher, heels a little closer to the floor. Feel free to bend your knees if you need to a little bit in your down dog. Following the breath here. Number 4, Ujjayi. 5, inhale, bend the knees. Step, hop, or float to the front of the mat, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Palms together, look up. Exhale, rise all the way to standing Samasthiti. Number 3, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, take it back. Step, hop, or float. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tabletop or down dog. Now right foot forward. Warrior 1. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot forward. Warrior 1. Left side. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Inhale. Exhale. 5 breaths. Starting to really warm up here. If you need to drop to the knees or take a child's pose at this point, feel free. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, bend the knees. Step, hop, or float. Flat back. Exhale, fold, tuck your chin. Inhale, Utkatasana. Chair pose, palms together, even if your arms aren't straight. Exhale, rise all the way to standing. Number 4, inhale. Exhale. 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 5 breaths. 1. One more sun salutation B after this one. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale. Travel to the front of the mat. Lift your heart. Exhale. Tuck your chin. Inhale. Utkatasana. Maybe sit a little lower this time. Exhale. Rise all the way to standing Samasthiti. Last one. We got this. Yes? Here we go. Inhale. You can do it. Exhale. Fold and tuck your chin. Inhale. Flat back. Exhale. Step or hop. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tabletop or down dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Virabhadrasana A on the right. Bring it right back down on the exhale. Fluid movement here with the breath. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, warrior 1. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale. Exhale. 5 breaths. Take child's pose if you need it. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale. Travel to the front of the mat. fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, step out, both feet. Exhale, fold, grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, lift your heart, look forward. Exhale, fold, tuck your chin, 5 breaths. 1. Now the crown of the head here is pulling down toward the earth. You're rolling your body weight forward into the balls of your feet, trying to get a really nice stretch through the spine, also through the hamstrings, right where the hamstrings connect with the glutes. Feel free to bend your knees if you need to. Place your belly on your thighs. 5. Now inhale, look forward, lift your heart. Exhale, hands underneath the feet, Padahastasana. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Notice I have my knees slightly bent here. I'm just working slowly to open up my hamstrings. 2. You can also bend your knees more. Place the belly right on the thighs. It's a very safe way to open the spine and open the hamstrings here. 4. 5. Keep your hands there. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release the hands, suck the belly in, and rise all the way to standing Samasthiti. Nice work. All right. We're moving into the standing sequence now. First posture, Tita Trikonasana. Step back with your right foot. Turn your right foot all the way to the back of the mat. You're going to fold with a straight front leg, triangle pose. 1. Now full expression here is to grab the big toe. If you're warmed up enough, you can try that too. Hug your right hip forward and pull your left shoulder up and back. 3. Drishti is in the middle finger on the left hand, so you're looking up at the sky. 4. 5. Now inhale, rise up, press through the right foot. Exhale to the other side. So again, notice how your body is feeling at this point in the practice. If you need to hover the hand here, that's okay. You can also grab the big toe. 3. Keep pulling the hips in, left hip pulling forward to try to get the hips stacked. 4, and look up. 5. Now inhale, we're going to revolve. So we're going back to the back of the mat. On the exhale, we revolve. Now here, you may need to step up a little bit with the back foot. You're going to turn your body to the right, and your left hand is on the outside of the right foot. You can keep your hand right on your waist, or you can lift it up like David is showing. 2, look up. 3, and then you can see how it feels to bring the arm up. 4, look up. 5. Inhale, start to transition, all the way up to standing, turn the body, exhale, other side. Right hand to the outside of the left foot, turn the body to the left, and look up. 2. Your palm is flat, if possible, and your shoulders are stacked. 3. Breathe. Ujjayi connection, so important here. 4. Very good. 5. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. Exhale, Samasthiti, back home. Extended triangle is next. Step back with your right foot. Turn your right foot to the back of the mat. Big bend into the right knee. Right hand to the outside of the right foot. Left arm up and over. Your drishti is in the middle finger on the left hand. 2. Now take your right knee and hug it back toward your arm to open up your hips. 4, you can also keep the left hand right on the waist. Press into the razor edge of your left foot. Ujjayi breath. 5. Now inhale, rise all the way to standing. Exhale, let's bring it down to the other side. Right arm comes up and over. Left hand is flat if possible. You can also come onto the fingertips, but your hand is on the outside of the left foot. Now make sure you're really pressing in to the razor edge of the right foot here, and your eyeballs are looking at your fingers. 4, Pull the right shoulder up and back. 5. Now inhale, rise up. Exhale, revolve. So you can take a reverse prayer here, or you can go full expression by taking the left hand to the outside of the right foot and lifting the right arm up and over. So you're going to reach your fingers toward the white wall. Fingers toward the white wall, Dave. Yep, up and over, perfect, just like that. You can also come down to the knee if you want to try to get into the posture and use that as an opportunity to go a little deeper into the pose and then maybe lift up. Let's rise up, inhale, exhale, reverse to the other side, and I'll show you that modification again. You can take the reverse prayer always, or you can drop down to the back knee. Try to take the right hand to the outside of the left foot. And notice my knee is on the outside of my right forearm here. And then you can try to come back up. The back foot is planting and left arm up and over. Inhale, rise, all the way to standing. Exhale, Samasthiti. It's one of the more challenging postures in the whole sequence. So there's lots of modifications. You can work through those modifications until you can get into the full expression. Next posture, hands on the waist, step back through right foot. Turn both feet forward. Your exhale, you pause. Now inhale, look up, open your heart, and on your exhale, fold. Bring the hands in between your feet here. 5 breaths. Now on your next inhale, you're going to look forward, lift your heart, and then exhale, take it down. 1. 2, hands between your feet. 3, pigeon toe your toes in slightly. The crown of your head is pulling down toward the floor. 4, box open the elbows, walk your hands back a little more if you can. Keep your elbows parallel. 5. Now keep the hands right where they are. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bring your hands to the waist. Inhale, engage the core, rise all the way to standing. And exhale, pause. This is a 4-set posture. We're on number 2. Now inhale, bring your arms out to a T. Exhale, bring your hands right back to the waist. Elbows toward one another. Inhale, look up, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Now we're folding here. Pigeon toe the toes in slightly, keep a straight spine, and keep pulling the elbows back toward one another. Eventually, crown of the head to the floor. Try to keep your spine as long as possible. 3, elbows toward one another, belly in. 4, roll your body weight forward into the balls of your feet. 5, inhale, rise. Exhale, pause. C variation, arms out to a T. Exhale, interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your heart, look up. Exhale, fold. Hands come off the small of the back now. Opening the shoulders in this version. 1. Crown of the head toward the floor. 2. Roll the body weight forward into the balls of the feet. 3. Contract your thighs. 4. Crown of the head toward the floor. 5. Now inhale, rise. Exhale, release, and pause. Last one here. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, lift your heart, look forward. Exhale, fold. Last one here. This is D variation. 5 breaths. Now here, we're boxing open the elbows, and we're straightening through the wrists. So if your wrists are cocked, then open them up, box open the elbows, roll your body weight forward, and bring the crown of the head to the floor. Now pull hard with the fingers, contract your thighs, roll forward, and pull. 5. Now inhale, hands where they are, look forward. Exhale, bring the hands to the waist, really press through the feet and rise all the way to standing. Exhale, come back home. Samasthiti. Whew, that was intense, right? Okay, now we're moving into intense stretching pose, which is even a little bit more intense. So step back with the right foot, Turn your whole body, all on the inhale. Square your left hip forward. Bring the hands behind your back in either a reverse prayer, which David is showing, or if your hands are just touching like mine, or you can grab the opposite elbows. Now on your exhale, you'll fold into the posture here with a straight spine and a straight front leg. 5 breaths. Now really press through the right foot here to keep the balance. If you need to step out a little bit with your left foot, that'll also help with the balance, kind of like you're standing on railroad tracks, and you're pulling your chin towards your shin here. So this is not a rounded spine in this posture. You're trying to keep the spine long, stretching through the hamstrings. 4, look at your toes. 5, now inhale, press through the feet, rise up, turn to the other side, to the front of the mat, square your right hip, keeping the hands where they are. On the exhale, we fold, stretching through the left hamstring now, chin toward the shin. We're trying to keep the spine straight. 2, keep hugging your right hip forward, and when you do that, you're going to feel a burn through the hamstrings, maybe even the hips, really pressing through the feet. Nice and strong here. 4, elbows toward one another. 5, now inhale, rise, quarter turn, release the arms. Exhale, come standing, Samasthiti. For the next posture, David and I are going to turn toward the mirrors so that you can see us from both angles. Okay, David's going to show you a variation. The knee, you're going to do this one, right? Okay, so we're going to show you a variation for the next posture. This is Utthita Panagustasana, extended hand to feet pose. Lots of variations here. So you're going to inhale. We're going to reach up. We're going to grab hold of the right big toe with the peace fingers. Exhale, we fold. 5 breaths. 1, 2, you don't have to fold. You can stay straight. 3, now hug your toes around your fingers just like you're hugging your toe with your fingers. Double grip. 4, 5. Now inhale, right leg comes to the right. Your drishti now comes to the left. 1. Find one point, stare at it, don't lose your gaze. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, leg forward. Exhale, fold, forehead to the shin. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release, leg stays up, point your toe. 1, 2, you're trying to keep the leg parallel to the floor, but if it lowers down, that's okay. Make sure your spine is upright. 3, 4, 5. Lower down. Whew. All right. Shake that off a little bit if you need to. Nothing easy about that one, but it's a lot of fun. Here we go. Left side. Inhale. Grab your big toe. Exhale, fold or not fold. It's up to you. 1. You're looking at your toes here. 2. So I'm staying upright to show you the difference. Upright. Now I'll fold to show you what the fold looks like. 3. The fold is subtle. 4, 5. Now inhale, rise. Exhale, left leg out. Drishti to the right. So you're looking the opposite way that you're standing. Don't take your eyeballs off whatever you're looking at. Your drishti is key to this balancing posture. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, fold. Forehead to the shin. I'm not taking my forehead down. It's too hard to do that and talk. Inhale, rise, but you should try it. Exhale, release. Point the toes. Hold the leg up. 2, you can do it. The leg is shaky, that's normal. 3, my leg is shaky. You can see my toe shaking. 4, hold it. 5, release. Very nice. Okay, you can turn back forward now. Next posture, Ardha Padavada, Paschimottanasana. I'm going to take a modification in this one. I have a cranky right knee, but I'll talk you through the full variation. So we're going to come on the inhale. We're going to come into a half lotus tree. All on the inhale, you're going to reach around and you're going to try to grab your toes or your foot. And then on the exhale, we're going to fold. So I'm taking this one really slow today because my knee's been really cranky here on my meniscus. So be careful if you have knee issues. And then when you fold, take the left hand down to the outside of the left foot, and eventually your hand will be flat, and it'll be right next to your left foot. Now if you're folded all the way down, on your 5th breath, you're going to inhale, look forward. You're going to hold it. Exhale, stay. Get your balance. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, release. Now notice that David didn't quite have the bind and he's still folded, and that's okay too. That's one way to work on opening the hips in the fold. Let's try the other side. Inhale, half lotus on the left. Reach around for your bind. You don't have to have the bind to fold. And then we're going to fold into it. Opening the hips. You have 5 breaths, so you can take it slow. 2. Right hand comes right by your right foot. 3. Flat hand if possible. 4. It's a big balancing pose, big hip opener. 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, pause, get your balance. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. And exhale, release. Whew, that was so hard. All right, we flow here. Inhale. Exhale, fold, tuck the chin. Inhale, lift your heart flat back. Exhale, step or hop, lower half lower all the way. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now here, we're moving into Utkatasana, so we're going to bend the knees, travel forward to the front of the mat. 1. Now here we have 5 breaths to try to refine the postures. So in this version of our Utkatasana, our tailbone is slightly tucked. So unlike awkward pose that we do in hot yoga, we're pulling the pelvic bone forward a little bit here, or the pubic bone forward, tilting the pelvis back a little bit, and then arms up above the head, palms together. 3, heels down, sit a little lower. 4, 5. Inhale, exhale, fold, tuck the chin. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back and lower. Inhale, exhale. Right foot forward, Virabhadrasana A. This is our warrior 1. We've been here before, let's refine. 1. So bend deeper into the knee here and see if you can pull the left hip forward. In warrior 1, make sure that your back foot is planted so your heel is grounded behind you, as opposed to being high like this, like a high crescent. Your heel is down. 4, bend a little deeper. It's a little back bend here. 5. Now inhale, start to transition to the other side. Exhale, and you keep your drishti up the whole time. 2. So when you transition, you keep looking up. 3. Now really press into the back foot here. Outer edge of the back foot is in the mat, not lifted. 4. Bend a little deeper into the knee. 5. Now inhale, start to transition. Exhale, we come right into the warrior 2 on the left side. 1. Bend into the knee, get your knee directly over the ankle. Belly in, booty tight. Drishti to the middle finger in the left hand. 4, take it a little deeper. Go down 1 more inch, you can do it. 5, now inhale. Exhale, other side. Strong warriors here. You may need to widen your stance from your warrior 1 when you transition into your warrior 2s. That's normal. Warrior 2 stance is usually wider unless you have super open hips. 3, take it a little deeper. Suck the belly in, booty tight. 4, knee out. So if your right knee is buckling in, pull it back. 5. Now here, we're going to transition. We're going to windmill the arms around. You can take a handstand kick there, or you can float. And I'll show you what the handstand kick looks like. You're going to windmill, handstand kick, coming down, chaturanga, and flow. So just 2 different variations of that combination there. Kind of fun. Now here's the jump through. I'm going to demo one version, and David's going to show you the full jump through. Inhale, start to walk your feet up to meet the hands. Sit down, bring your legs out. Nice and strong staff pose. Hands back behind your hips, just barely, right? Fingertips right at the hips. Shoulders away from the ears. chin tucked. 2. Nice and strong here. Everything is tight. Toes toward the face. Your heels should be lifting off the floor because your quads are so tight here that everything is lifting. Spine straight. 4. 5. Good. Now inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. You can keep your knees bent here if you need to. I usually do for the first couple of sets. This is a 3-set posture, so you have 15 breaths here to really stretch into the hamstrings. So you're on breath 3. So just feel it out, spine long, toes back toward the face. 4. Drishti is at your toes. 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, grab the outer edges of your feet. 1. 2. Traditionally, this is a 4-part posture with a D variation. Typically in the West, we only take 3 of them. I always want the 4th one because I have tight hamstrings. So when I do my own practice, I typically do all 4. 4. But I think most people feel like 3 is enough, which is why it evolved to just 3. 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale. See if you can interlace your fingers around your feet, or if you're flexy enough. 4th variation, you're grabbing hold of the left wrist with the right hand. If you're already flexy enough to do that, you can start doing that at whichever variation works for you. 2. 3. 4. 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, we're going to lift up. David's going to show you the floaty jump back. I'm going to show you the not as floaty. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now we're going to inhale, bend the knees, jump through to our seat. Coming in for a reverse plank. Hands behind the hips here, toes pointing this time. We're going to lift up, hips up, drop the head, toes pointing toward the floor. 2. 3, squeeze the booty, lift the hips, toes toward the floor. 4, big shoulder opening here. 5, slowly lower down. Take a break on the exhale. When you inhale, you're going to lift up, you're going to jump back. David's going to show you that float back. But I'm going to take lots of breaks during the flows because it's too difficult to talk through all of them and do the jump backs because your heart rate is really getting up. So inhale, bend the knees, jump through, coming back around. And then we're coming into Tirang Eka Mukapada Paschimottanasana. So the right leg comes back. And then we're going to fold on the exhale. So fold it down. So keep your right hip grounded as much as possible. It might prevent you from folding into it, and that's okay. The most important thing here is ground the hips first. So the sit bones should be not tilting. And then if you need to open up your knee a little bit here from the inner thigh on the left leg, that's all right too. And fold into it that way. It gives you a little bit more space, but eventually you want the knees together. Hips level. 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Come back home, or you can stay right there, and I'll show you that version. And then you're going to float. So you can keep the knee back, and you can just kick it back straight from there. It's a little bit easier. Don't waste as much energy. Now inhale, bend your knees, jump through to your seat. Coming in for the other side, you can also take it straight into that posture. And on your exhale, we fold. Notice how your back is feeling in this posture. It's a big, giant hip opener. I'm moving slowly into this side. 3, you can open up your knee a little bit. 4. 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, you can stay here, jump back, or come back home. Take it straight back, flowing through. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Travel through to your seat. Here we're going back into our Ardha Baddhapada. This time Paschimottanasana, so the right leg comes up, half lotus tree, just like we did standing. Reach around for your bind, and then fold. So my knee is still cranky on this side, so I'm just feeling that out. Take it easy if you need to. You can also take a variation of a regular tree pose here and fold into it there. If that feels better. 3, 4. Your eyeballs are looking towards your toes, so you don't have to have your head lifted here, but your eyeballs should be looking at your toes. 5. Inhale, forward. Exhale, release, come back home. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale. Exhale. If you're skipping your flow, follow the breath. Inhale, bend your knees, jump through to your seat for the other side. Exhale, pause. Inhale, left side. Reach around for your bind. Exhale, refold. Take it down. 1. Eventually, your knee will be on the floor on the left side. If it's lifting a little bit, that's okay too. 3. Active right foot here. 4. 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Come back home. That's always staff pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. Inhale, bend your knees, jump through to your seat. We're moving in now to our Janu Shirshasana sequence. So we're going to take a tree pose on the right. So this is a regular tree here. Your right foot is pressing against the inner left thigh. And on the exhale, we fold and take whichever variation of the hand variations that I was talking about in our forward fold. If you're flexing enough, you can go ahead and grab the left wrist. 4. 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up, or you can come back home and then lift up. It's up to you. You can flow right from here. If you want to, you can just lift up, cross, and jump back from there. Inhale. Make sure you're following the breath if you're skipping your vinyasas. So keep breathing. Very nice. Left side, inhale. Exhale, fold. 1. 2. Remember, your eyeballs are looking up at your toes. So your head can be tucked. If you're super flexy and you can get all the way down, you still want to be looking toward the toes. 3. And stretch it out. I'm really feeling this one in my left QL. 4. Feels so good. 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Now inhale, bend the knees, jump through to your seat. Stay active if you're skipping your vinyasas, okay? Everything needs to stay really active. Now we're in B variation, so you're gonna come back into your tree pose. This time you're gonna scooch forward, bringing your booty up onto the heel. So your heel is right in between your two genitals, so it's not super comfortable. And then you're gonna fold into it. Over time, it starts to feel better. 2. Your knee should be at about an 85-degree angle eventually. Right now, it may be pulling in a little bit more, and that's all right. Don't worry about it. But eventually, it should be at about an 85. 5. Now, inhale, look forward. Exhale, come off the heel. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, scooch forward, all on the inhale. Exhale, take it down. Again, you may need to adjust here a little bit. I definitely need some adjustment on this side. So I'm going to scooch forward, take a couple breaths. It's quite all right. 3, just breathe. 4, you can stay upright if you want to. or fold. 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, come off the heel. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Stay active if you're not flowing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, jump through your seat. Exhale, pause. Now inhale, C variation, coming back into your tree. You're going to bring the right hand through if you think that that'll help. You don't have to, but you can come up onto the toes and you're lifting the heel up. So eventually your heel will be up here and your knee will be flat. And then you fold. So you're sort of digging into the pinky toes, basically those 4th and 5th metatarsals. You're really digging in, activating the foot, and what you're doing here is really breaking up a lot of scar tissue that collects over time in the foot, which is why it's super uncomfortable. You're also working the arch in the foot, so it's really important in the ankle. 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. Everything is active here. Inhale, bend your knees, jump through to your seat. Exhale, pause. Inhale, other side. Wrap your hand through if that helps get the heel up a little higher. Scooch forward a little bit, that might help too. The knee can be lifted or flat and fold on your exhale. You can also just stay right here. If it's really challenging for your feet to be up here on those metatarsals with your heel up, then no need to fold. If that's just too much for your body, come back into your regular tree and fold. 4. We'll get there eventually, right? 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, come back home or stay right there. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Step, hop, or walk through, or right where you are. Now we're moving into Marichasana sequence here. We're going to bend the right knee. We're going to take the right arm, reach it up and through, and then reach around for the bind. If you don't have the bind, that's okay. I'm going to turn to the side here so you can see what I'm doing from the side. And you're folding. 5 breaths. So we're reaching in and around. Hug in the knee toward the body, and then reach around. Maybe you can grab the left wrist, maybe not, that's okay. You can grab the fingers if you need to. 4, and fold. 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Come back home. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. Inhale, bend your knees, jump through to your seat. Exhale, pause. Inhale, bend the left knee, reach in for the bind, all on the inhale here. And fold. 1. Keep your right foot really active here. See how I'm pulling my toes toward my face? Everything is really nice and active. And your left foot doesn't need to be touching the thigh. Okay, you can give yourself some space there to fold. Because if your left foot is too close to the right thigh, then you can't really fold into the posture very well. So take the left foot out a little bit and fold into it. 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. B variation, inhale, bend your knees, jump through to your seat. For B, we're taking that to the next level. So we're right side first, which means we take a half lotus on the left, bending the right knee up toward the body. Same thing now, reaching in and around for the bind. See if you can grab hold of the left wrist or the hands and fold. Eventually the forehead will be down on the floor. 2, 3, and David is showing you the non-folded variation. 4, 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. Inhale, bend the knees, jump through to your seat. Exhale, pause. Left side. So here your right foot comes forward first in your half lotus, and then bend your left knee up. Scooch forward if you need to. Left arm comes in and around for the bind, and fold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. And flow through the vinyasa. And one thing I'll mention while he's flowing, getting back to the seat, is you don't have to come into the half lotus for that posture. You can come right into the tree and take it this way as well if you don't have a lotus in the practice. Now this is C variation, so right side first. Bend the right knee. This time your foot is going to be closer to the thigh because we're twisting around. So take left arm up. Give yourself a nice twist here. And David is twisting around to show you what the bind looks like. And I'm going to show you a variation here. You can hug the knee and then walk the hands back. That's a perfect option. Or you can just try, see where your body is, or eventually go for the bind. 4, 5. Now inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. I'm glad he's the one doing all these vinyasas. Inhale, bend your knees, jump through to the seat. I don't know if y'all can tell, but like we're pretty super sweaty. It's not that hot here, and we're sweating. So left side, here we go. Bend the left knee. Right arm comes up and over. See if you can take the bind, or if the bind is not calling for you today, remember, listen to your body. You can always stay right here. You can give yourself a little hug, or if you want to try for the bind, go for it. And always look behind you. 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Now this is where the practice gets really hard. All these jump throughs, jump backs, so let's keep it strong. We can do it. Inhale, bend your knees, jump through to your seat. We're moving into D variation. This is the one that gives most people the most problems. So right side first, which means you take half lotus on the left, bend the right knee, just like we did before. But this time we're twisting, just like in C. Left arm comes up and around. So twist. Takes me a while to get into this one. You can also take that hug. And some days I can do it, some days I can't. Depends on how warmed up I am. So I'll show you what it looks like to try to get into it. If you're not easily getting into it, you got to really get the arm around the knee. You got to be able to bend the elbow, reach the hand back, and then come around for the bind. 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. You may have noticed that my hip was lifted. That's okay. Eventually the hip will go down. Flowing through. That was really hard. Your breath is super restricted there. You're going to inhale, bend the knees, jump through your seat for the other side. Now this side is harder for me. You can feel it out and see if it feels harder for you. Scooch forward, reach around. My teacher, Hill, usually has to actually help me get into this one. But a good way to practice again is to get that right arm on the other side of the left leg, and then eventually be able to bend the elbow and reach around for the bind. So keep twisting. Your breath is really restricted. Just practicing the twist, opening the spine. It's really beautiful. So hard. 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Whew. Varitasana. Gotta love it. Inhale, bend your knees. Now, we're jumping straight into Navasana here. We'll see if Dave can do it. He did it. Awesome work. So I'm going to talk you through a couple variations here. 5 breaths, 5 sets. 2. So notice his legs are mostly straight. If he needs to at any point to start to bend the knees, he can. 4, 5. Now on the inhale, he's going to lift up like he's going to jump back, but he's not going to jump back. He's going to pretend, and then he's going to go back in. This is a way to build the core. So you're trying to have a straight spine. Notice here, he bends his knees. He's holding onto the back of his legs. 3, and that's okay. You can also straighten the legs, holding onto the backs of the legs. That's a great way to practice the posture. 4. Now this time when you jump back, cross your shins. 5. Now inhale, lift up like he's going to jump back, but he's not jumping back. He's going right into set 3. That's it. Beautiful. So those are all the variations. You can also bend the knees and straighten the arms. So try that variation. Just bend the knees toward the body and straighten the arms. This is usually where I end up toward the end. All right. Here we go. Lift up. Exhale. Was that set 2, right? Is this set 2? Yeah, 1. I think it's set 4. 2. This is so hard. 3. 4. Straight spine, so lift up. 5. Now inhale like you're going to jump back, but don't jump back. Right into it. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Now inhale. This time you're going to jump back. So get some momentum. He's got it. There you go. You can tell he's working really hard. He's got a nice sweat going. And then he's going to take a little rest here. Come down to your knees for a moment. So the next posture is shoulder pressing. And this one is really challenging. A lot of times when you take an hour or 75-minute Ashtanga class, the teacher will just skip over it because they feel like it's not super accessible to a lot of the students. But if you want to be pure and not skip over things, then this would come next. So I'm just going to demo it first, and I'm not going to talk too much through it because it's a really challenging posture, but try it with me and see what it looks like for you. And Dave, you can try it with me too. Do you have shoulder pressing in your practice? All right, let's try it. Okay, so what you're going to do here is you're going to bend your knees and you're going to jump around like a frog. And then you're going to take your shoulders up and under your thighs, okay? Now I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. So you can have 2 different views here. You're going to get the shoulders up under the thighs, plant the hands, and then hook the ankles. Trying not to fall on the booty. And then, if you can, get the feet behind the hands and bring the forehead to a hover, or you can stay upright. 5 breaths. Let's pretend the 5 breaths are over. If your forehead touches the floor, that's okay. You're going to come out of it. You're going to try to straighten your legs. You're going to come through a crow, and then you're going to jump back, chaturanga. I'm not going to jump back on chaturanga right now because I'd be jumping into the hardwood, and that might not feel super good, but that's the gist of the posture. So now it's time to actually do it, okay? So let's do it. Here we go. He's looking at me like, oh, I have to do it again. All right, here we go. Inhale, bend the knees, jump your feet around. You can also just go ahead and hook the feet if you're strong enough to do that. I'm not, Dave might be. And then he's going to come through, feet through the hands, and he's going to stay right there, and that's fine. Eventually, you'll be able to get the feet back, and then the forehead down to a hover. Sometimes you might need to rest your forehead on the ground, and that's also fine. Just try it, just play with this one, it's really fun. Now, he's going to come up, open up the legs, there he goes. Coming back through the crow, nice work, awesome, nice float there. Inhale, flowing through, coming back into the down dog. Next posture is tortoise, similar posture. You're going to get into it, basically the same jump around, bend the knees, jump around, take the shoulders up under the thighs, but this time take the hands down and drop the booty down. Be very careful here. So you're just bringing the booty down to the floor, but you're keeping your arms underneath your thighs. You're going to start to walk the arms back as you press the legs forward, trying to straighten the legs eventually, and bringing the forehead, eventually chest down to the floor. So it's really difficult for me to try to talk through that, so I'm going to talk you through it, and he can demo. So notice his knees are still slightly bent. Mine are too in this posture. That's fine. Once your chest gets all the way down, that might not happen for us in our lifetime. Maybe it will. Doesn't matter. Just try. Now what he's going to try to do is he's going to try to walk his hands together to take a bind on his low back. He's now going to try to walk his feet toward one another or not. He doesn't have to try it, but if he wants to, he's shaking his head no, so that's good. He's listening to his body. He's noticing that this is where he wants to be. But if you can pull your feet together, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together, and then eventually cross the ankles, eventually get your feet up over your head, and then eventually rise up into an arm balance, opening up the legs, kind of like we did before, moving through crow, and then back. So now he has to get out of this mess. So how's that going to happen? It's a little bit awkward, a little bit cumbersome. He's going to do the same thing he did before. He's going to try to lift up, straighten his legs, if he can. There he goes. Moving back through the crow. That was pretty awesome. Good work. Very nice. Okay, now from here, we're going to come into a headstand. We're starting to close the practice today. So we're going to skip through a lot of the seated series. And we're going to move into a headstand. So if you have a headstand in your practice and you need a wall, it's fine. Take the wall. And here we go. So we're going to come in, you're going to drop down. You can pike up or get into your headstand however you want to get in there. I'm going to bend my knees right now. I'm pretty tired, so I'm going to come up. We're going to hold our headstands today for 10 breaths. 2, 3. Now on breath 10, we're going to pike down halfway. We're going to try to hold it for 5 breaths. And then we're going to lift it back up. 4, slow down your breath. 5, I think I lost count. Where were we? Come down whenever you need to. 8, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Everything's really tight. Belly in. Tuck your booty in. Okay, so David's resting. That's okay. Now, we're going to take the legs coming into a pike. I'm going to try to see my toes here. I'm going to try to hold here 5 breaths. Being on the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to lift back up. I'm going to hold it for 5 more breaths. So I kind of lied to y'all. I said 10 breaths for the headstand. I really meant 20 breaths when it's all said and done. 10 breaths the first set, then 5 and 5. 4. You can do it. So good for the body. Awesome inversions. If you want to get stronger through the core, this is a great way to do it. Coming down, resting, taking a child's pose here, and just breathe. One more breath here. On your inhale, lift up, downward facing dog. Exhale, pause. Inhale, bend your knees, jump through to your seat. Coming in for full lotus. Closing sequence here. So for full lotus, you're going to bring both legs up into a lotus. If you want to do half or easy seat, that's also okay. Hands out, pressing the thumbs in the index finger, tuck the chin, shoulders away from the ears. We're starting to slow down our breath here. This is our final yoga mudra meditation. It's 20 breath posture, so be prepared. Slowing down the breath. 3. Softening the breath. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. For the last 10 breaths, option here to lift up. Utpliti. You can build the core this way. This is the final 10 breaths of your Ashtanga practice. 1. 2. You can stay seated in your yoga mudra. That's okay. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly lower down. You can roll forward onto the knees here, coming back through your vinyasa, or you can release and jump back. So I'm slowly releasing because I have that cranky right knee. This is your final flow through here. Coming back into your down dog. Final vinyasa. Here we go. In the knees, jump through to your seat. Coming in, all the way down to the back. Relax. Shavasana. We'll be here for 2 minutes, and then we'll have a closing short chant together. Relaxing fully here from the crown of your head all the way down to the toes. Try to find comfort in your stillness. Relaxing all the face muscles. Releasing the tension from your jaw. Unclenching the teeth, softening the throat and the tongue. Shoulders and hips are melting. Just breathe. And slowly start to find some movement through your fingers and your toes. Gently sweep your thumb over each of your 4 fingers, noticing the body slowly waking up, breathing, relaxing. Then when you're ready, bring your arms overhead. Give yourself a big, full, good morning stretch of self-love here and gratitude for practicing Ashtanga today. Cleansing, detoxing practice, beautiful practice of Ashtanga. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, release. Very slowly roll over to the right side of the body, making your way through a fetal position. You want to take a moment here for any final rest, relaxation, or reflection that you may have of your practice. Feel free. And when you're ready, at your own pace, at your own time, slowly start to lift up, coming into your final easy seat, or however you want to close your practice. Any seat is fine. Come back to our breath here. Do a couple of final cleansing, detoxing breaths today. So let's take a big inhale in the nose. Exhale, open your mouth. Let it all go. One more. Inhale. Exhale. We'll close with our final peace chant. Om followed by 3 Shantis, ending with one final Om together. Let's take an inhale to prepare. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you all go in peace. Thank you so much for joining us this morning here from Willow Gardens Yoga Studio in Buda, Texas, with love and light from the teachers in us to the teachers in you, and the students in us to the students in you. Namaste.